Why are so many real estate agents failing? Did you know that over 87% of real estate agents are failing out of the business within the first couple years? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you the mistakes that they're making so you can avoid those mistakes and get into the top 13% who make this a real business and a real income. Let's dive right into it. My name is Chris with Unplugged Agent. Before we dive into this video, make sure to join our Unplugged Agent community down in the description below. Inside, you're going to meet other agents who are building their business. You're going to get access to free trainings and a bunch of templates that you can use right away for your marketing and to build your business. So make sure to click the link down below and join it. So let's have a chat about why real estate agents are failing out of the business so much. Now, this isn't something new. I don't want you to think that it's just because the market we're in or the times that we're going through. This has been going on since I've started real estate. And I started real estate over 10 years ago. And I've seen so many agents come and go. So many agents enter this business and they're excited, they're motivated, they're ready to go and build this six-figure real estate income. And before you know it, they're out of the business completely. I've seen it so many times. So I don't think this is a market issue. I think this is a business issue, and agents just simply don't know what to do. They don't have enough guidance, and there's a lot of problems with this industry. So in this video, I want to show you some of the major mistakes to avoid so you can have success in this industry. The very first one is treat it like a business, not a hobby. So many agents treat this business like a hobby and they expect to get business income results. If you treat this like a part-time hobby, it's going to pay like a part-time hobby. And that's one thing you have to realize. Now, once we go deeper into this video, I'm gonna show you how not to do this and I'm gonna show you how to actually treat it like a business. But this is one of the biggest mistakes that I see agents make. They put part-time effort in and they expect full-time income results. And you gotta ask yourself, if you were at a 9-to-5 job, what kind of paycheck would you be willing to write yourself if you were your own boss? Based on the effort you're putting in every day. How much effort are you putting in? How much performance are you doing? How much time are you putting into your training? And then ask yourself, if you were your own employee, how much would you pay yourself? How much would you be worth to that company? Because that's essentially what you're doing. But real estate agents oftentimes don't realize that that's the situation that they're in and they're not working on their own business. In fact, I would bet that they would work harder on somebody else's business than their own business. Sometimes these agents are working a couple hours a week and expecting to make 50, 60, 70K a year. That's totally unrealistic. I don't know of any business or any job where you can work a couple hours a week and make that kind of money, especially when you first start. I mean, some people have giant businesses and they work on it very little, but they've been working at that business for years in most cases. So to get into real estate and think that you can just work a couple hours a week and make that kind of money is totally unrealistic. When you start this business, you're gonna have to put in a lot of time and a lot of energy if you want to get to six figures. Now, once you get to six figures and you have systems and processes and referrals coming in, you can work less, right? But you're never gonna work 3 hours a week and make that kind of money. So you have to get realistic and you have to treat this like a business, not a hobby. The next problem I see is that they chase shiny objects instead of building real skills. For example, many new agents will just look for the best lead source, but they don't realize that they might not have the skill set to actually convert those leads into sales. Now, I've seen many examples of agents where they buy leads and they absolutely crush it. And then some agents buy those same exact leads and they don't sell anything. And the difference isn't the leads are the same leads, but one agent has a much higher skill set than the other agent. And because of that, those leads seem great to this agent, but they seem bad to the agent that's not getting results. And the reason is because this agent has higher skills. They invested the time to learn. And that's the thing you have to focus on, is building your skills as a real estate agent. How good are you on the phones? How good are you at making sales? How good are you at converting leads into actual appointments? How good are you at taking those appointments and turning them into clients? How good are you at overcoming objections when somebody wants to list their house for way over what it's worth? What are you doing in that situation? So these are all core skills you have to build in order to get to that six-figure real estate income. It's not about shiny objects, it's about building the skills and then getting the tools that you need to use those skills to leverage to get to where you want to be. The last thing that I want to cover is quitting too soon. So many agents quit this business so quickly, and they don't realize that there's a really good business and a really good opportunity on the other side of the thing that they're running away from. So many agents start this business and they think it's gonna be easy street. And once they realize that it's not, they quickly pack up and they leave for the next opportunity. Now, when I first started in real estate, I had the same experience. I got into it, I realized, hey, this is really hard. Like, how am I gonna build a full-time income doing this? This doesn't make any sense. I'd have to do 12 closings to get to my full-time income. And I just had no idea how to get there because people sell real estate sporadically. It's not like you get a client and you keep getting paid over and over and over again. You constantly have to go out there and find new clients. And that's one thing that I just couldn't understand when I first started. And that was one of the biggest roadblocks that I hit. And then I found leads, and then I started calling those leads, and I realized, hey, this isn't really working. How do people do this? And then I started learning about that. And then I got good at that, and I started making appointments, and then I got clients. And then I started having problems with the clients and figuring out, how can you service these clients in a good way? How can you get their offers accepted? And then when you do get their offers accepted, what happens when things go wrong in the transaction? How do you actually jump in and manage those problems? Because that can be super stressful too. You got this person that's depending on you and you have to go solve all these issues. So I realized that this business is not going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. And that's when I had to really buckle down, learn, and figure it out. And now 10 years later, after going through all that struggle, I'm able to guide other agents. When agents call me, I'm able to solve those problems and really add value. But I had to go through all that struggle first in order to be able to lead a team and do these other things that I'm currently doing right now. So it's important to stick it out. It's important to double down on skills and focus on just becoming better every day. Don't focus on, hey, I need to go make a $10,000 commission check. Like, that's great. Don't get me wrong. It's a business, you want to make money, but so many people focus on that and they focus on the quick win so quick that they forget to build the core skills and to persist through things when they get tough. So if you enjoyed this video, check this video out here. It's all about how to go find your next listing. Make sure to check that out. It's a really good video. It's very in-depth. So check that out. And if you have questions, drop them in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing you in our Unplugged agent community. Thanks again for tuning in.